Hello guys, what is up and welcome back to I Promise I'm Not Crazy, the podcast. I'm Ava.
We already did this.
We're doing it again. Why do you have to say that? Seriously. You messed it up again.
It's Tay-Tay.
She messes everything up, I
How
swear.
you guys doing?
So I Promise I'm Not Crazy presents your two lovely hosts and no guests. Sorry guys. We're debating on if next episode's going to be our season finale.
We do an Instagram post every week presenting our guests, like presenting with a picture.
I know. We should. I've been wanting to do that, like take a picture with all of our guests.
Yeah.
Yeah. Taylor, when you're chewing, maybe like move the microphone over so they can't hear.
No, they probably like to hear it.
I don't think so. Hold on, guys. I have to fix my hair. But yeah, I Promise I'm Not Crazy presents your two lovely hosts. I'm the lead host, Ava. This is Taylor, my co-host. I'm the lead. She's the side actress. Hopefully everybody's doing well. Taylor wanted to talk about.
We are going to be talking about worldly events. At this point,
At the beginning of the podcast.
At this point, it's not even politics. It's literally worldly events. And, like, something that we should all be aware of and concerned of. And if you're not concerned of it, I'm, like, concerned if you're, like, even a human. Like, are you a human being? Not sure. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about some controversial things in a relationship. If you guys want to hear about that. So how's everybody's day been? How you guys been? Please comment. So if you guys haven't heard, our lovely Attorney General, not lovely, I just said that as sarcasm, has, I believe, making it proven that it is going to be legal to enact the death penalty on illegal immigrants and other awful criminals who are being sent to Guantanamo Bay. Now, you guys, if you guys don't know or aren't clear on American history, Guantanamo Bay is in Cuba, and it's been abandoned because it's not technically on U.S., like, in the United States. However, it is, like, you guys know, Cuba is, like a part of the United States or whatever. I'm not fully aware of how this works, but Donald Trump has taken back over Guantanamo Bay and is going to send illegal immigrants there. And you guys, I'm sorry, but if you guys don't know, immigrating is a civil crime. It is a civil crime. It is not an illegal crime. You are not an illegal person. There is no such thing as illegal. It is a civil crime. And for them to be treated and dehumanized as a group of people, we've seen it before. We know what this is. And yet people are allowing it to happen. So I don't know. And then we can talk about the El Salvador prison. We can talk about what's happening there. That horrible, inhumane prison. I don't know how that's even legal, what's happening in El Salvador right now. People act like that's a good thing. I'm sorry. That is not a good thing.
What's happening?
Well, they had, like, horrible crime rates and gangs everywhere, and then the new president, like, cracked down on gangs and basically just put everyone in prison, and they don't even get to go outside. They don't have beds. They don't have beds. They have one toilet for like 30-40 men. They do workouts inside for 30 minutes a day, and the rest of the day they just sit in their cells.
No, that's not good.
I'm sorry, but that is illegal. It doesn't matter what crime you did. Should be illegal. And apparently we're going to send U.S. criminals over to El Salvador's prison. I'm sorry. In what world is that legal for us to do that? I don't understand how these things are happening in our government and why. Like, you guys have to understand there are checks and balances. You have Congress, you have the Supreme Court, and you have the president. And they all work together to check and balance each other. But when one person is controlling everybody in the Supreme Court and in Congress, how are there any checks and balances? And therefore, we need to get rid of our president. I don't know who's going to be brave enough to do it, but someone needs to do it. Someone needs to speak up and say something, because this is ridiculous. And these tariffs that he's importing on everything, I'm sorry, prices are just going to go up. Like, you guys, And it's like, it also like hurts my soul that like right now, like the hatred and division in our country, you guys, I don't even want to go to Mexico because Mexicans don't want Americans anymore. Like they don't want us because of, look at what we've done to them. We villainized them. We villainized them as people. We did not do that, but our country did that, a country that we're from. And it just makes me so sad. I want to freaking move to Mexico. I want to move to Canada. I want to get out of here because it's ridiculous what's happening. It's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. I can't believe it myself. I'm just a little bit concerned about my hair. And I know you guys are going to be like, Ava, seriously. But you know what? Calm down, you guys. It's okay. I can have feelings and emotions. So, yeah, guys, it's frustrating when, you know, our country is coming to such a, you know, evil place when it's supposed to be, you know, the most welcoming, you know, place on earth. And I don't think it is.
And then you can talk about the trans issue. You guys, Donald Trump signing an executive order for trans women not to compete in female sports. Okay. First of all, people acting like that is a real issue actually boils my blood because yes, the whole Leah Thompson situation was a huge deal and I'm not discrediting.
Oh my God, you guys.
Ava, please let me. I'm not discrediting that situation. However, you guys, there are 500 plus athletes in the NCAA. So whatever that is, like there are just 500 plus athletes, and I believe there's only 10 athletes or less, maybe more, but not more than 20 transgender athletes. And you guys are making it such a huge issue versus abortion, which is probably one of the most prominent issues that will affect every single young woman, that could affect every single woman possible, right? It's not proven to affect every single woman, but it could affect every single woman versus the trans sports where, you know, I'm not saying it's not a big deal. I'm just saying, like, it's not as prominent of an issue as abortion is. And I don't really have an opinion on the trans sports stuff. You know, it kind of is what it is. But what I don't believe in is hating on a single person for who they are. So it's like this whole trans sports thing. If you want to sign an executive order that trans women can't compete in a female sport, fine. You can do that. However, what we don't do is we don't dehumanize a certain person. We don't. If they want to be called she, we respect that and we say she. If they want to live their life as a woman, they have the right to do so. And we don't discredit that because we love everyone and we accept everyone, and it's ridiculous. And people are like, oh, our world is going to shit. Like, we have all the gays and we have all the theys and nobody knows what they are and there's only two genders. You guys, this is not new. This is not a new thing. This has been around for years and years and years. People have been transgender for years. People have been gay for years and years and years. The only reason why we see it more is because more people feel comfortable to come out and be openly who they are because of the world that we created until freaking Donald Trump comes into presidency, and now we're all scared again.
And, you know, it sucks because, like, why does it have to be like this? But, you know, like, yeah, so I
just want to debunk the Christians for a second here because everyone is so concerned about abortion and gay marriage. However, if you guys look at your president that all you Christians love so much, you guys, in the Bible, divorce was way more talked about. Jesus did not like divorce, and divorce was a real thing in the Bible. Okay, like versus birth control. Birth control was literally never in the Bible.
Oh my gosh, pause.
Because it didn't exist, you guys. It didn't exist.
Who's that one girl who's like not very smart? She's like super Republican. She's like kind of young and has blonde hair. You know who I'm talking about?
Is it Emily?
Yeah, Emily. Okay,
She Emily is so stupid.
Was like, I don't know what they were talking about. I don't think she ever said like, oh, like having birth control is abortion. But there is some people out there that think birth control is abortion, and I just want to slap them in the face.
Okay, so basically, all of you Christians out there love to say how it's a problem with the gays and it's a problem with abortion and all of this. You guys, abortion did not exist during the Bible, so I'm not really sure where you guys get all that from. Also, birth control did not exist, so people talking about birth control. You guys, these things did not exist when the Bible was written, so I'm not really sure where you guys are getting all your information from.
By the way, you
let
guys,
me tell you what was.
By the way, you guys, Taylor and I both study theology from like an
educational standpoint.
An educational standpoint of we don't align with
from an educational standpoint. That's all they need to know.
Okay, sorry.
Like abortion, birth control, all of those things were not invented when the Bible was written. But you know what was invented? Divorce. And divorce was talked about a whole lot in the Bible and how Jesus did not like divorce, you guys. But yet no one talks about how Donald Trump has been divorced 6 times
and has 5 different moms
and has 5 different baby mamas. But yet, we're all okay to talk about how horrible you are of a sinner if you decide, I'm such a horrible sinner if I decide that I want to have sex with another woman. It's like,
it's double standards, and it's
double standards, and I don't think there's any, stop! I don't think there's anything wrong with divorce. I believe God forgives everyone for their sins. I'm just trying to show you guys the double standard and like the how you guys have taken Christianity so widely out of proportion. It's almost to a point where it's like so ridiculous. Like, what are you guys even talking about? It's not coming from Jesus. It's coming from you. And you are not Jesus. Hate to break it to you, but you're not.
And you guys, what I have learned is it's not believing in God is what's going to get you to heaven. It's being a good person is what's going to get you to heaven. And I actually had
a fantasy, Ava.
I actually had a job interview at a church, and they were asking me about, my path to faith and stuff like that. And I'm not the most religious person, but like I'm a believer, And I was basically saying like, it's through your actions and how you treat people that is going to, put you into this eternal life. It's not just
what comes
doing
around,
what the Bible says. It's not
around.
Just believing in what God says. It's none of that. It's purely being a good person. And we were saying this in our last podcast where people were getting mad at us because we were saying we would put a stranger's feelings above, our boyfriends.
But that's what Jesus would do, would he not?
I think, like, you guys,
is that not what Jesus would do?
Personally, me, like I will always be the one that puts somebody I've kind of struggled with this too. It's like I am a lot nicer and a lot more,
she is
just like to strangers than I am to the people that I know the best and that I love the most. That's just how I am.
And you should be nice to everyone.
I try to, be nice to Taylor, but I would put a stranger's feelings above hers. Like,
and I'd want her to.
It's that simple.
I think if a stranger's feelings are more
because
important
I
than
know
mine.
Taylor at the end of the day will be fine.
Yeah,
but we don't know about that stranger, right? What if it was their last straw?
You don't know.
Exactly. So it's like, what is so wrong with saying putting a stranger's feelings first? I don't understand.
Yeah, like if a guy came up to you and said, "Can I get your number?" Maybe he's like really going through it and like maybe he's really depressed, and like you giving him his number like changed his whole day.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe it's not as deep as that, but I just believe in always being kind to strangers.
I know. And it's like that doesn't make us any less committed. Okay,
it doesn't, you guys. It does not.
People are so dramatic about that. It's like
you're dramatic. It's like
I
ridiculous.
also think like if you cannot go and hang out with this is my genuine opinion. Like there's like none in here. This is my genuine opinion. If you cannot go hang out with another, like with the opposite sex, right? If you cannot do that when you're dating somebody, you're not
someone?
with the right person. For me, like if I'm dating someone and I want to like go out to eat with like a school friend or a coworker and it's a guy, and I have to like be like, well, my boyfriend wouldn't like that. That's so fucked up, you guys. Like, I'm sorry, but that will not, like, what? Like, actually what? Because, and I know people are going to be like, oh my gosh, that would never happen. That would never happen. But again, it's like, for me, I'm somebody who can, like, go out and, like, talk to a bunch of different people, and I will still, like, I don't know, you guys, but, like, I'm just saying, like, it's not that big of a deal. And I feel like if you can't do that in your relationship, it's probably not the right relationship. And maybe that's just me. And maybe this is also, like, you know, why we can't really get boyfriends is because we don't really do things the most conventional way. And nothing wrong with that, though. Like, we can do things the way we want to do things. And I think when people get into relationships, it's like they become one, right? And I hate that. I absolutely hate that.
Well, that's for every own person to decide, Ava.
I realize that, and that's fine, but I feel like people get so caught up in each other that it's like they almost forget, like, the world around them. And it's like, I'm so scared that that's going to be me. Like, I fear every day that I will get caught up in...
do you fear that?
Yeah, I do, Taylor. I'll get caught up in... Because it's happened before, you know?
Who?
And it's just going to keep getting worse, I swear, because I like to say, like, oh, I'm this strong woman, you know, but in all reality, I'm not. I'm actually quite weak.
I don't think that's true.
And it sucks because it's like, I don't know, but I get scared, like, I'm going to get lost in somebody and, like, forget who I am, you know, and that's, like, what scares me the most. And I just really pray and hope and just manifest that doesn't happen. Also, that comes back to, like, you guys, call me crazy, I don't care. Call me crazy, I don't care. That comes back to like, when I think about some of my favorite movies and TV show couples, right? If I'm not getting that type of treatment, if I'm not getting that, like, but I get scared to leave, you guys, because I don't want to have to start all over again, because it's scary starting all over again. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe it'll work, maybe it'll work. Well, you know what, Ava, it's not going to work. So, you know what, you need to fucking get up and find something better, you know? But then I think to myself, I'm like, oh, well, is there anything better? But I have to remind myself there is better. And if there's not, then you need to be by yourself, because this is just ridiculous. You can't be treated like this.
All right, so back to the Jesus topic, you guys.
I actually wasn't done.
Actually,
So-
so I think it's my turn to talk. So
Okay, hold on.
no, I think it's my turn.
I think I can finish my topic, Taylor. So, I kind of lost my train of thought here, but it's like, I just don't want to be, like, back to the movie love. It's like, I believe in movie love. Call me crazy. Call me crazy. I don't care.
I believe in movie love too, you guys.
I don't care. That's what I want. Okay, I realize not all of it's reality and stuff, but it's like, I believe in TV and movie love, okay? Period. Call me crazy. I actually want to be called crazy because I like being called crazy. Because actually men call me crazy all the time. And I say thank you, because I take that as a compliment. I take that as a compliment, y'all.
Yeah, me too, you guys.
That's a compliment. If someone calls me crazy, I say, thank you, sir. You have a nice
Thank
night.
you. Wow, that was a nice compliment you got for us.
Yes, sir.
So, you guys, what I wanted to talk about was how, you guys, remember when, like, in the story in the Bible where, like, everyone was, like, throwing stones at, like, the whore? Of course she was a whore in the Bible, you guys. I doubt that she was a whore in actually real life, but because the men transcribing the Bible made all women out to be whores. Which they did. To put it simply.
Men hate women. It's all about control, y'all. It's all about control.
Men just want
and their
control.
masculinity.
And I'm sorry, but you're not going to be able to control me. I'm an uncontrollable person.
I was actually having this conversation with someone, and how I was saying, like, a lot of men want, you know, submissive traits in women, and I'm like, I don't have one submissive bone in my body.
Your hair is so thin that it's coming out your ear.
My ear is poking out? Is that what you're saying? Fuck off, Taylor.
Can't even cover your ear.
Because I have it up here.
Okay, so do you guys
off.
remember this story in the Bible where like all these men are like throwing stones at this woman because she got divorced or whatever, and they're throwing stones at her like, fuck you, get out of town, we don't like you, you're a bad person, blah blah blah. And then Jesus comes in and says, hey, we don't throw stones at anyone. We talk to people and we understand people and we forgive people. And that's who Jesus is as a person, you guys. That's why I choose to believe in Jesus, because Jesus truly is a good person. Not all of Jesus's followers are good people, which you probably should be if you follow Jesus because of how good of a person Jesus was. But I don't try to condemn anyone. Anyone in this world, I think, should be loved and should be cherished and should be celebrated. Whether you're trans, whether you're straight, whether you're Republican, whether you're Democrat, liberal, it doesn't matter. I think everybody should be celebrated by the people around them.
Me too.
And so I'm going to continue to speak my mind, and people can like it or they don't have to listen. Like, it's a free country. We can do what we want, even though I'm not sure how long it's going to be free for, but
no, it's like, and my biggest thing that I hate is when people say, oh my gosh, the Democrats want a communist. You guys, nobody is saying that. You guys realize
the
what
Democrats
communist
don't
is?
want communism. The Democrats want equal opportunity, which is different. That's saying like someone who grew up homeless should have the same opportunity than someone who grew up as a billionaire to go to college.
And listen. The billionaire is going to say, well, they do. It's America, they do. And at the end of the day, if you guys look at the injustices,
I love the billionaire to go live the person of the homeless.
If you guys
love for
look
him
at
to
the
go try, or her.
injustices in the world, you would see that that's it's not how it works, okay? It's not how it works. There's not enough resources to people in need. There's just not. And providing government resources to people who need it is not communist. Communist is saying everybody gets the same exact income, everybody has the same exact things, everybody lives in the same exact house, everybody is the same. Nobody's saying that. There's still going to be class, but it's saying the rich has the same opportunity as the poor, and the poor has the same opportunity as the rich. It's that simple.
To become richer.
And that's not communist.
To have a better life.
That
Everybody
is equality.
Equality, exactly, which we lack in America. We lack equality. And let's get to guns, too, because you guys, hate to break it to you, but we need to get rid of all guns. And I don't even know why we still have guns in our world. It's just so ridiculous to me.
Well, again, it's like the number one causing of children dying is guns.
I love how Ava's going on TikTok right now when we're filming a podcast.
I'm going to find a video.
Should we read some comments? No, we haven't gotten any comments recently, so I guess there's none to read.
Oh, shut up.
I'm trying to stir the pot, you guys.
But you guys, I want to say something. I want to say something. If you are the man or the girl, I don't care, or a they or them, I don't care what you are, and you are the person that says, if a girl dresses like a slut, then she might as well put a sign that says rape me. And you guys like agree with that? Because I was getting into an argument with somebody who thought that, right?
Who thought that? Who
And
in their right mind thought that? Who thought that?
I know, Taylor.
Who?
A guy
Oh, what guy?
on Tinder.
Which one?
You don't know him. And I was actually getting into a fight with somebody who thought this, right? And I was just like flabbergasted. I was like, okay, so like to me it doesn't make sense. Hold on. To me, it doesn't make sense. Like, men are known as like strong, the alpha, the leader, right? But yet, the second it comes to taking responsibility for their own actions, it gets put on women like it's their fault. And I'm sorry, but in what world is that okay? You don't want to take responsibility that you couldn't control your own self-urge, so you're going to put it on her for dressing as a slut? You couldn't be a good father, so it's her problem now that she has daddy issues? It's like these things that men like to blame women for. But it's like, blame yourself. Look in the mirror, and tell yourself that. Blame yourself and take responsibility, and don't put it on another person. And it's like people who want to say like I don't really know. It's just
You guys, there are good people in this world. There are. I believe it. I believe Ava and I are good people, but we have a lot of flaws. We are not perfect people. We have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of flaws. You like are touching this like with your lips like this?
I'm actually not.
Because I'm like getting shit on my lips from this. I don't do that.
So, I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Yeah. So, you guys, we're just trying to do that the best we can. But if you guys didn't know, right now Taylor and I are both in college, and I'm in college pursuing right now a social work and sociology degree. And I am pursuing a business degree, and I hate my major. I hate every business class I've ever gone to. And I'm questioning, like, am I going to make it in the social work field? Because I grew up, you know, everybody grows up with hardships. That's just life, okay? Yeah, I've been through some things. I've seen some things, okay? But at the end of the day, I had a very privileged lifestyle. At the end of the day, I had, you know,
even I talk about our privilege, it's very hard for us because, yes, we were privileged, but at the same time, we, you know, had parents who couldn't get along. Both our parents drank way too much. They weren't, I don't want to say they weren't around, but like,
well, our dad left us, so
we never like were able to do sports, and our mom will say like, oh well, you didn't want to, which is partly true, but at the same time she just didn't want to do like the work to like kids that come in, kids will scream and cry and not want to do it, but like the moms will like sit there with their children and say, you're getting in there, because that's what you do as a mom. And I think our mom just didn't have the energy to do that.
Well, I think our mom was just too nice. She wouldn't make us do it if we didn't want to.
Oh yeah, she was probably too nice.
And sometimes when you're a mom, you have to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you have to be mean sometimes. Yeah, like let them cry a little.
You gotta push them. And I think that's another thing our mom, she never, this isn't like a shade to our mom, but I don't think she like pushed us hard enough.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah. Anyways, it's just because I'm thinking like nobody's gonna want to hire this little white blonde girl who just is just trying to, like, you guys, I've tried, can you stop doing that please?
What?
I've tried to work in, you know, graphic design, and I've tried to do stuff like that, and it's just, it doesn't feel my soul, okay? Is it so bad that I want to like work in an elementary school with elementary kids? Like,
no.
Is that so bad? And it's like, I feel like people look at me and they're like, well, this girl just wants to like make herself feel better. Oh, she only does it for her. And it's like,
I think you're more in your own head, Ava.
Well, I just feel like people think like I'm never gonna make it, or I'm just not tough enough to make it in that field.
Well, that's not true.
And
I just prove them wrong.
I just deserve to be in, you know.
We'll prove them wrong. Let's talk about me for a second.
A sham.
So you guys, I'm a business major, and I hate my major. And at this point in my college career, it's too late to change it to anything else. So,
well, not really.
Not like I could go switch to education or theology as my major. Like I couldn't like switch something like that big of a switch.
Would you? I could see you being a theology professor. I could see you being a theology
I would like to be a theology professor. Yes, I would. But at this point, it's just too late to change it. So I guess I'm just gonna have to be a business professor, not a theology professor.
Well, you could get a master's in like divinity or something.
So I don't really know what to do at this point, and I feel guilty saying it because there are so many people who wish they had the opportunity to go to college and they just don't, and I don't want to be not grateful for my major, but at the same time, I can't help the feelings that I have. We all feel things, and we don't choose what we feel. You know, we just feel them.
I think it's just because you don't like your classes this semester. I didn't really
like my business classes. I had accounting 200 and I fucking hated it. I'd kill myself every time I walk in there.
Taylor, seriously.
But you guys, the people in the theology classes versus the business classes are so different, and I just like love the theology kids way more than the business kids.
Me too. I would like, oh, like, Taylor, I think you should be a theology professor. You should look at jobs you could do with a theology major.
I should.
Yeah. Because I'm sure it's not a very hard major.
I'm sure it's really hard major, actually.
Let's look up what jobs can you do with a theology major. Taylor. So you can do a lot of religious things. You can do.
Really want to do.
Like, you can do a chaplain. My theology teacher was a chaplain at a hospital.
Yeah, that would actually be a really good job at $50,000. Oh, it goes lower. Oh,
Well,
God.
music, this ministry, but you
Youth
don't
pastor 30,000. How did anybody live on that?
Okay, secular, you could be an anthropologist.
No.
Whatever that is. You can be a counselor for marriage, family, grief, youth, domestic violence.
30,000.
What's a diplomat? A representative appointed by their home country and tasked with maintaining political, social, economic, and relations with their countries. Oh, that's 97,000. Could do that. An ethics. Did I read that right? Oh, you could be a funeral director. A historian. You could be a journalist, a writer, non-profit worker. Apparently you can be a social worker.
A teacher.
No matter the subject or grade level, theology provides police officers, civil service. Yeah, but you could go and be a professor, Taylor. I think you would like that.
I know I could go and be a professor, but like, how much would you make? $60K?
I think the base salary for professors at St. Thomas that work full-time is $70,000.
Are you sure?
I think that might be if you have a doctorate.
Freaking doctorate? Are you kidding me? That's like another 4 years of school.
Well, you would have to get a master's to teach. To be a professor.
You don't have to have a master's.
Yes, you do. To be a professor,
How do you know that?
you have to have a master's. Were you not planning on getting a master's? You have to have a master's to be a professor. Yeah, so I don't know, guys.
You guys, what I really want to do is I want to flip a house.
Oh, me too. I think
because
Taylor and I,
have
we
to
should
do
go
that.
into our low-paying careers, but we should live with our mommy bear. We save
Live
up,
below our means, which we're not good at.
yeah, live below our means for a while, and then
But we're not good at
save up money
so we can buy a house. And
so we
flip
can
it.
buy a house and flip it, and then we make a lot of money, and we just keep doing it and keep doing
We
it.
won't make a lot of money.
Oh, okay. Okay, sorry guys.
We're gonna lose some money with our business skills. we'll like not charge we'll like
To be like, so
Whatever.
we're really struggling, you know, we have 5 kids. Can you guys just take a little bit off the price? Oh, sure, no problem. Let me lower that for you.
just have it. Just take it.
Just take it at this point. Like, good lord. Yeah.
Oh, God.
But yeah, or like, I
Guys,
just
why
think
are there
like,
only the red ones left.
I don't know. I'm excited to kind of get in the working field. I've been having some
How
job
long does it take to get a master's degree?
like 2 years.
What?
Yeah.
Good God.
I'm gonna get my master's degree.
I'm planning on getting mine because I want to be a professor.
I think I'm gonna get mine in educational leadership.
I want to work in something. Like, I don't know, you guys. Do I just become a real estate agent? I'm feeling like that's what I need to become.
Can you become a real estate agent with a business major?
You would have to, like, take the real estate agent course. And then you just are a real estate agent, I guess. You have to go to college to be a real estate agent.
Oh my goodness. So, you guys, I'm trying to think of more controversial topics here that we can talk about, because controversial
Just so you guys know,
topics
Ava and
get
I are
us the
very
views.
Grateful to go to school, but you guys have to understand we're Libras. And what is the one main trait about Libras? They can't make goddamn decisions.
What?
We're undecided people. Like, that is so us. You don't know what you want to do with your life. I don't know what the fuck I want to do.
Well, I know that I want to be a positive impact, but I feel like when I say that, people just think I'm just doing that to make myself feel better. But it's like, that doesn't make myself feel better.
It doesn't make you feel better. It's just like what you know. I don't believe you're so in your own head, Ava.
Okay, so if you guys didn't watch our last podcast clip, we were talking about how we would give another guy our number if we had a boyfriend and some random guy came up to us and was like, can I have your number, right? I'm going to read a few comments. Let's see if there's any blocked comments. Okay, there's not. So the first one was, I completely disagree with this. My boyfriend feeling more important than a stranger. What's wrong with putting a stranger above your boyfriend?
Like, you know your boyfriend. You know his mental state. You don't know a stranger's mental
Exactly. Facts. These women need help.
Like, we need help.
Yeah. Can you give us some tips, please? Because I would really...
Reply. Give us some tips.
I did.
What'd you reply?
Well, I replied with the video, but I said in the caption, you got any tips for us? This one was, the only time I find this remotely acceptable is if you're in a situation where you feel unsafe. Well, the situation I feel uncomfortable. Is that acceptable? Seriously. 100%. I've been memorized by my boyfriend, so if that ever I'm memorized by my boyfriend's number, so if that ever happens, he'll get a call instead. Fuck that. In no circumstances would I ever do that, because how in the fucking hell is the man that's coming up to you going to know you have a boyfriend? That is
exactly
bully mentality.
Bully mentality
to
exactly
give
right.
the guy your boyfriend's number. That is so fucked up. I disagree with that 100%. And then this girl said 100% agree. Like, why would you ever let my boyfriend feel hurt just to stroke a random guy's ego by giving him your number? And I responded, I was like, or making his day, because it's like, get off your phone, Taylor.
Oh, sorry.
Or making his day, because what's so wrong with wanting to make somebody's day? Like, sue me. Okay, I'm too mean, I guess. I ain't no way I do that. That's disrespectful. Well, Taylor and I do get called disrespectful all the time, so I guess you're right. Get in line, loser.
Did she say we were disrespectful?
Yeah.
Oh my god. You guys, everybody tells me we're disrespectful, and me personally, that I mean. I mean all the time, and I'm like,
well, we're very hard-headed and strong-headed.
I'm strong-willed. I can't help it. Like, it's who
okay,
I am.
this one, it annoys me. This person says, this is why real relationships aren't real no more. Y'all horrible. Your partner matters more than a rando. Like, I just think people don't understand us. Like, you guys, I don't think you guys understand how loyal Ava and I are. Like, Ava and I are like some of the most loyal people. Like, that's the thing, is like, you guys are looking at it in the wrong way. Like, we give them we give them a number. Like, I would never in a million years, I don't think I could have like the guts to like ever cheat on someone, ever do that to someone, ever in my life.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I also think like if my man like kissed someone else, I don't really think that would bother me that much.
Taylor, yes it would.
I really like don't think I like if he's just having fun vibing and they just kiss, like, I mean, what's the big deal of
Taylor,
that? Like,
that would bother you.
I don't really know what the big deal
I know
is.
that would bother you.
But like, what's the big deal? I thought you were loyal.
I'm not saying I'm doing it, I'm saying he's doing it.
No, I'm just saying, like, what? Why are you? So you think that's a big deal? Like a little kiss?
I don't think it's a big deal. I just think it's not necessary.
Like, let's think of, okay, I think I said that wrong. Let's think of, like, remember the Parenthood kiss where that one girl that was working at the recording studio, like, literally fully kissed Adam?
Yeah.
But, like, it was literally, like a peck, and then, like, Adam, like, put her in her place.
Yeah, that.
And Christina freaked out about that.
Yeah, you can't really control that.
You can't really control that. Like, something like that, like, if I trust my partner, like,
and something like that happened, like I don't really think I'd be that mad. What about like dancing? Like what if like your partner's not a good vibe, but like there's another guy like dancing like or like vibing at a concert and you like are kind of vibing with him?
For sure. If I'm with hold on guys, if I'm with my man, right, and he's sitting there like ooh like
Doesn't want to stand up,
doesn't want to have fun,
dance.
whatever, that's fine. I'm at a concert, you guys know,
but
Taylor
like
and I
there's
at
like a guy sitting next to you and like maybe he has a girl, whatever, it doesn't matter, but you guys are just like vibing together. Is that okay?
Yes. Because listen,
I think that's okay too.
Listen. If he's sitting there not dancing with me and having fun, you know, this is why like I don't like going to concerts with people other than Taylor, because we can dance and we can have fun, you know. And that's like the most important thing about a concert is dancing and having fun. And you know, like if I'm dancing and I'm having fun, like a guy comes up and he starts vibing with me and my boyfriend's sitting over there like a little piece of shit, you best bet I'm gonna vibe right back with him. I don't care. And that doesn't mean I'm not loyal. That's his own fault.
It's his own fault. Like, get up and dance. Like,
Facts.
like,
no, like seriously,
let's
like
fucking go.
if also you guys, like if I'm like, okay, sometimes I'll see like couples at a concert and like the girl will be standing having fun and the guy will just be sitting down like on his phone,
or like
that
they
makes
both
me
just sit down and are both not a good vibe.
that makes me so mad. Get your fucking ass up and dance with your girlfriend, seriously.
Yeah, like, good God. And when we say like dance with like a stranger next to us, and we're not saying like holding hands, like getting all up on him, but it's just like literally two people just
vibing.
matching each other's energy, and there's literally nothing wrong with that.
Like,
that's literally just cordial, being nice.
Yeah,
like,
at Kelsey Ballerini,
having fun.
We
had so much fun with the people around us.
Yeah, we just had so much fun with the people around us because
that's what you do.
Yeah, that's what you do. And it's like, I didn't know it was a crime to have fun with another guy while having a boyfriend. I didn't know that was a crime. Sorry guys, take me to jail, arrest me.
But yeah, you guys, this is why I'm like not really a monogamy person, because I believe I will always like be loyal and always show up for him or her. I just have to say it because you guys, you never know where my path might take me.
I mean, you know, you
never know where my path might take me. So
I'm pretty sure this girl in my class is lesbian.
But you shouldn't just assume.
I said I'm pretty sure.
Well, that's you assuming. So you guys,
what if people think I'm lesbian? Oh my gosh,
you guys,
I don't want people to think I'm
but
lesbian.
like the thing is like if a guy cheats on me, like that is like, don't put it on me, like it's my problem. Like that's your problem that you cheated on me. Like I just know if I get cheated on, it's gonna be put on me. Like you're too controlling, you're this, you're that.
Yeah, that's
blah,
the
blah,
worst.
blah. And I'm like, I'm sorry, it's not my fault. And I feel like we have that because we got blamed by our dad all the time. Like,
oh yeah, was our fault.
We're the reason why he had to leave. We're the reason why life was so hard. We're the reason why he had to work so hard and blah 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 blah.
We're
and
the reason he struggled. It's like,
yeah, like we're the reason he has no money, even though he gives us no money. So I'm not really sure, but it's just always our fault. And so that's why I'm like so scared of like things getting blamed on me, because I'm like, not everything's my fault. It's like,
well,
I promise, like I take responsibility for my actions, but like not everything's my fault.
Not everything is, and it's hard to unlearn that, you know. And I also think like Taylor and I, we grew up so differently, you guys. We always say like, if you come see our dynamic, people are in culture shock.
You are.
And I just thought that was like a normal thing, but at the end of the day, it's not normal. It's pretty rare. And I think Taylor and I, in going into our adult life, you know, we're trying to like unlearn
some of our not normalness.
Yeah, and it's difficult, you know, but it is what it is. And you know, I truly believe somebody will love you for you, and if they don't, they don't think you're perfectly fine as is, then
that's not to say like there's not like room for self-improvement. It's just like who you are fundamentally as a person is not going to change. You can always like improve your manners and improve your kindness and learn from your mistakes. We're all going to make mistakes, and everybody as a good person should do that. But like fundamentally, like I am who I am. I can't change that. And
I believe in, you know, this true. I also have to tell myself this, like
You have to tell yourself what?
Oh yeah, I have to tell myself, like, not every man that treats me, not great is a bad man. It just means they weren't my man. You know what I mean? Like, they just weren't for me. And I try to tell myself, like, they're not a bad person. I was just not the person for them, okay? Because I truly do believe, like, a man will literally, like, switch his way and change his ways, and, like, when he finds, somebody,
the right woman, or the right man. We love that. We love all kinds of love over here.
That's what I just believe, and, like, call me crazy for believing that, but whatever.
And I just want to say, you cannot call yourself an ally to the LGBTQ plus community, the queers, and the trans community if you voted for Trump. I'm sorry. You cannot say you don't care how people choose to live their life and vote for him. I just have to say that because.
But you guys, like, why is saying feelings so hard?
Saying feelings is so hard. Like, what if, like, because you're afraid to be rejected, which I feel like that's all even I get is rejected. So. We literally only get rejected. So.
That's not true.
There must be something wrong with us. I don't know.
We only get rejected by people we like.
Exactly.
I have guys banging my line. Don't get that twisted.
I wouldn't really say that, but
don't get that twisted. I got guys banging my line. I got a line out the door. There's but they're getting chatty. There's a line out in the hall trying to be my sugar daddy, getting fancy in the stalls singing. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I just hope, like, maybe when we're like 10 seasons from now and we're in this podcast, like, I want to react back to this episode to see where we are. Like, imagine if we're in the same place.
Like, how many years ago? Like 2 years?
Like 10 years from now.
I hope in 10 years from now we're not in the same goddamn place.
That's what
Hopefully
I'm saying.
We've done something. Hopefully, like, we're actually adults and, like...
Yeah, and we've, like, branched out of our comfort zone a little bit.
Yes, Ava and I are not good at branching out of our comfort zones. I'm thinking we should go to Tanzania in the summer now.
Well, I feel like that would be really hot. Don't you think?
See, we can't handle the heat. Taylor and I are such babies. We are babies. Like, we cannot handle shit. Like, I think if I was a musician and I had to, like, drive hours, I would not be a musician.
I don't think I could do that. Like, I think I could probably live on the bus and have, like, a bus driver. I could do that.
That's a fucking goddamn luxury. God. Yeah, because you see Emily Ann, she's just going around in her husband's truck.
I know, that's crazy.
That is crazy.
I couldn't do that. And also, you guys, I love when I tell people I have an IUD and they're like, bruh, you ain't fucking know why. And I'm like, bruh, well, I ain't got that. I didn't get an IUD to prevent pregnancies. The IUD was, like, the best thing I ever did because, you guys, I don't bleed. I barely get period cramps.
It's also tough because
I might get period emotions. You never know.
She got it put in with no anesthesia, nothing.
Yeah.
I had to go to the hospital to get mine put in.
But Taylor was too scared to do it until I did it.
Not that I was too scared, more like I just didn't.
You were too scared. I don't know why people are so scared of it.
Well, it's a little
sometimes
odd.
when we talk about it, I get a little like, oh, you know. But like, I've almost had mine.
Someone like looking like.
Oh, looking up your vagina.
I didn't really want that.
I remember it so clearly. I didn't give a fucking flying fuck.
I remember when I got mine, you guys, I was like a little bit out of it and like
did they put you to sleep?
Yeah, I basically went to sleep, but I was awake. But like I don't really remember it much, but I do remember like having my legs shut. I was a little nervous. The fucking doctor comes in and fucking just spreads them wide open.
Was it a girl?
Yeah, it was a girl.
Yeah, I had to put my feet in the stirrup.
She got right down in there real quick. Put it in and she was came right out.
I mean, that's just, it's just what it is.
It's normal. I know they see it every day, but it was a little bit uncomfortable for me, especially because I was so young, you guys. I was probably 16, 17. Like, now as like a woman, I think I'd be fine, but as a young girl, it's a little nerve-wracking.
What? It's almost been 5 years since I've had mine in, so
we're gonna have to get ours taken out soon.
is yours 7 years?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Well, you should probably figure that out. I think we have the same one.
I don't know that we do. I don't know.
But yeah, I could not imagine every month, 5 days
I
a week
could not
having to
imagine
put in
having a
like
period.
15 tampons.
You never
A
had bleeding
day.
problems.
I still had to put in tampons.
I was the one with the bleeding problem, you guys.
Taylor's bed used to be filled with blood.
No, the toilet would be filled with blood too. Like
And the toilet.
the toilet,
yeah.
I would wake up and you guys, the bed would be bloody and
Her
the
blood
toilet
was actually
would be
so
full of
horrible.
blood. It was god awful, you guys. I went to school and I bled on chairs before.
Ew.
Like, I mean, that's not you. It
That's
was like
womanly.
really scary sometimes. Like, I had to like have a pad and tampon.
You guys, I never had heavy bleeding problems. I had a very normal period, but I had really, really bad stomach pain, and that's what urged me to get my IUD, because like I could not even like walk. I couldn't do anything. Like I was literally like paralyzed basically, and I'm like, I cannot keep this up every month, 5 days a month. Are you insane? Like I could not do that. Like I genuinely could not imagine having to go out and buy tampons or buy pads, and like every time you go to the bathroom you have to take this, well, not every time, but most of the times you go to the bathroom you have to take it out and put it back in, and it's like, oh my gosh, like. And then what if you don't have a tampon? Like, you're fucking screwed.
Like, what do you have to like carry around a purse for your
I
tampon?
know, like you
Think about the water, you guys. What if I got out of the water, you guys? I'm in a pool. What if I got out of the water and blood came down? Like, I'd be so embarrassed.
Oh my god, that did happen though on the lake.
Oh man.
Yeah. So
Yeah, you guys, I had a period and I got out, and remember we were with our dad and Yvette, his girlfriend, and like it wasn't blood, it was like red water coming down from me. And Ryan is like, where is that coming from? Well, where the fuck do you think it's coming from, Ryan? Yeah, you were like, you screamed at him. You were like, where the fuck do you think it's coming from? Well, because I have no shame, like,
good.
and you shouldn't have any shame, but yeah, I have issues in that sense. Yeah.
You guys, I'm an environment person, and my mom moved all my weights back upstairs from her office, and I'm not happy with her. I'm not happy with her because I organized her office for her so nicely, and she still said no.
You guys, Angela is becoming
very strict.
She's a changed person, you guys. She's getting strict on us. We have fucking rules now. We've never had a rule in our goddamn life. We can't fucking sit on the couch without a blanket. Gotta keep our shoes in the garage. Like, goddamn.
I know, it's crazy, guys. It's crazy. But just know, like, if you have to think, like, do I deserve better? Then most likely you probably do. And never, ever, ever, ever,
Oh my God, it's gonna be
like, lower your standards or anything like that for anybody. I don't care the circumstances. I don't care. You need to put, when it comes to your daily partner in life, if you do not hold them to a high standard, are you really doing it right? Like, I'm just saying, it's like, you know, we have standards, and you deserve, you know, to be treated right, and to be treated, get off your phone, to be treated right, and to be treated worthy. And I will never stop advocating for that. And you guys, I'm telling you, if you ever see me change or ever see me anything and I'm like submitting to a man, basically, I need you guys to come over and punch my ass in the face and knock me out of it real quick, because can't be me, sister, can't be me. But I think we're going to end this podcast here. I guess the main takeaway from this podcast is, know who you are and don't let anybody change you. And also don't villainize certain groups of people. Again, being an immigrant is not a
easy thing.
It's very hard.
And remember, it's a civil crime, not an illegal crime.
And ICE is also targeting people with accents.
What?
Yes.
Literally people who have an accent.
And 90%
What?
of the parents and the kids that I work with all have accents. So you come for them, you come for me. Just saying. And that is so true. When it's like most teachers, like, or any educators, they're like, you try to get to my kids, like, you got to get through me first. Like 99% of the time that's true. There's some,
that's exactly right. I feel that way with
there's
my kids.
some bad apples out there, but again, like, you want to get to them, you're gonna have to get through me first, and yeah. And sometimes, you guys, like, I don't know if this is crazy, but like, I work at an education center, right? And sometimes I worry if like somebody's gonna come in like with a gun and like shoot it up, like I worry about that stuff. And it's like,
yeah, I used to worry about that stuff
should
too.
I be worried
like, I
about
never
that?
worried about
Like,
that
I
stuff at
don't
Valley Fair
know.
because we had security everywhere.
we don't I'm the security.
Oh Lord. Yeah, someone's definitely gonna target you guys.
So
You're
yeah,
the security.
I don't know, we've had some angry parents.
All I have to say, you guys, the best show that I think was created this year was the Menendez Brothers. That show is amazing. You guys all should go watch it.
I'm amazing.
Even though Ava likes young royals.
Yeah, what's wrong with that
I can't
show?
believe they're both straight. Are you sure? I thought they were for sure dating. I'm sorry. Like, the clip on the stage just came on my For You page. I never got any young royal shit. I didn't even realize that was
because
them
people
too.
are so obsessed with them. And I'm pretty sure one of them has a girlfriend.
After that stage shit, they one has a girlfriend. If I was a girlfriend, I'd be a little concerned. I'd be like,
I'm pretty sure they're both straight in real life. I don't know. Maybe not.
I don't. Why are they up there hugging on each other like that in real life? Like,
They're
sorry.
giving the fans what they want.
I don't think that's a little odd to me. Like, you guys talk about fucking phone number shit. That is like, whoa. I would be pissed about that. If my fucking man was doing that to another man, I'd be concerned.
No, sometimes I think there's a lot more like people who look heterosexual but they're actually gay.
Yeah, like me.
And no, I'm talking about men. And I think that's so true. Like, but like sometimes like I will think like sometimes I have this like toxic trait of where like I think everybody's gay.
Everyone is a little gay.
Right. I agree.
Every single person is a little gay.
Sheesh.
Like men and women, and the theys and the thems. They probably like them both. I don't know. I made a joke about the theys and thems. I don't know if I should be doing that, but.
All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I promise I'm not crazy. The podcast. If you guys enjoyed, please subscribe. Follow us on TikTok. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on obviously YouTube. Season 1 is coming to an end very soon.
How many episodes are left?
1 or 2. I haven't decided yet.
What episode is this?
This is episode 18.
Oh, okay.
What episode did you think it was?
I don't know.
Anyways, you guys, stay true to yourself. Be kind to one another. Be kind to one another. You hear me? You hear me? You hear me? It's not hard to be kind. Okay, guys? It's not hard to be kind. We love y'all. Stay strong. Be you.
Angela's banging my line right now. Can you go get some?
We're out, guys. We're out. Bye, y'all.